Nearly every problem you have in life has a single cause. You care too much about what other people think, and this causes you to live the life that other people want for you to live, rather than the life you wish to live. Does this resonate with you? Before becoming a bestseller in the West, The Courage to Be Disliked made big waves in Asia. It's a timeless guide that teaches us to care less what other people think. Many people feel like they're standing in front of a locked door in life. They just don't know how to stop caring about the opinion of others. What if I told you the key to freedom is right in your hand? No need to be trapped, because in this summary you will explore how you can redefine your life. It all starts as soon as you realize that we're not mere spectators in our life's theater. We're the directors, the script writers. Each day we pen a new chapter. But the problem is, often we find ourselves caught off guard by a past blunder or a memory that seems to shadow every move. It's as if they've stamped a permanent mark on our journeys. But in fact, those memories aren't the architects of your destiny, no matter how persistent. Life isn't a predetermined movie where each frame is predictable. Imagine it more like an open canvas. Your past is a collection of sketches, and it's your choice to decide the colors of your present and future. Sure, old memories might tap on your window pane, but always remember, you choose whether to let them in. Embrace the lessons and then step into the new day with hope in your heart. And look for genuine happiness. Well, the journey to genuine happiness doesn't need to be a solitary one. When we walk together, championing the collective good and fostering a sense of community, we find that the path becomes richer, the burdens lighter, and happiness a shared treasure. Now it's time to delve deeper. There's a silent, almost invisible force that often steers our path. What is this force? Deep within every human heart lies a universal desire, the yearning for recognition. It drives us, motivates us, and at times even consumes us. The gentle tug you feel when you've done something noteworthy is the anticipation of acknowledgement. Today's world amplifies this longing with its constant stream of likes, shares, and comments. Every notification bell brings a momentary thrill, a fleeting assurance that we matter and that we are seen. But this ephemeral high is double-edged. It places our self-worth in the hands of others, making it as fragile as a house of cards. This incessant chase for validation can be a treacherous path, because when we start defining our value by external metrics, we become vulnerable to the whims and fancies of others. A missed acknowledgement or a negative remark can send our self-esteem spiraling downwards. We start dancing to the tunes of others, desperate for that next hit of validation. But here's a thought that is both revolutionary and liberating. Our true self-worth isn't defined by the outside, but is fortified from within. True freedom is realized when we release ourselves from the chains of external validation. Instead of seeking affirmation from the world, we just have to accept ourselves. To truly recognize ourselves, to feel whole and complete, we don't need the world to hold up a mirror. Instead, we must turn inwards, listen to our inner voice, and find validation there. We step into a space of genuine self-recognition by embracing our imperfections, acknowledging our strengths and weaknesses, and accepting ourselves unconditionally. And in that space, the cacophony of the world fades. The relentless chase for approval loses its allure, and we find ourselves standing tall, grounded in the unwavering belief of our intrinsic worth. And as we find strength in our self-worth, the dynamics of our relationships with others begin to shift. Remember, our connections with others can be our greatest joys or our most challenging trials. A guiding principle in these interactions is the separation of tasks. Each individual in a relationship has a unique role and a particular task. And just as in a dance, understanding and respecting that role is crucial for harmony. Picture two chefs in a kitchen. If one chef starts adding spices to the other's dish without asking, the flavor might get ruined. Similarly, in relationships, it's essential to know where our responsibilities lie and where they don't. For instance, when a friend shares their concerns, it might be our role to listen, not offer unsolicited solutions. When we unknowingly overstep, even with the best intentions, we can create misunderstandings. And then there's communication. It's the thread that weaves individual roles into a beautiful tapestry. It's about more than just talking. It's about truly hearing. Instead of merely waiting for your turn to speak, dive deep into understanding the words and emotions of the other. And while every shared concern doesn't scream for a fix, sometimes it only seeks a nod, a word of empathy. It's about realizing that not every puzzle is yours to solve. In the landscape of relationships, it's also crucial to take a step back often. Reflect on how you've been interacting. Have you been respecting the boundaries? Or have you, even unknowingly, infringed on someone else's task? By adopting these principles, we can nurture relationships that are not just strong, but also filled with mutual respect and understanding. Now, as we master the dynamics of our relationships, we're faced with the inner journey of self-reflection and transformation. In fact, change is as inevitable as the turning of the seasons. But while nature embraces change effortlessly, we humans often wrestle with it, especially when it challenges our deepest insecurities. Deep down, many of us harbor feelings of weakness, like a shadow cast by our past or by societal expectations. It whispers that we're not enough and should be more and do more. But what if we confront the shadow? Face that voice head on and ask, why? Why should we be bound by the opinions of others or by our past experiences? The answer is simple: we shouldn't. And the first step to breaking free? Acknowledging these feelings and understanding that they're just that, feelings, not definitive statements about our worth or potential. Now, acknowledging is one thing, but making a change is another, and change demands courage. Not the kind of courage you'd see in action-packed movie scenes, but a more profound, quiet kind. The courage to admit to oneself that a shift is needed. The courage to step out of comfort zones. The courage to grow. Yet how do we muster such courage? Begin by setting small goals. Perhaps it's speaking up in a meeting or trying a new hobby. These tiny acts challenge the narrative of inferiority, brick by brick. Celebrate each victory, no matter how small, and when faced with setbacks, remember, they're not indicators of your worth, but mere stepping stones on your path to change. It's a journey, not a race, and on this journey, armed with courage and the desire for growth, not only will we change, but we will flourish. And while courage fuels our journey, the true magic unfolds when we root ourselves in the now. Because life's a whirlwind, isn't it? We find ourselves chasing after tomorrow, longing for yesterday, and often missing out on today. But what if there's a serene space amidst this storm of past regrets and future anxieties waiting to be discovered? A space called the present? The here and now isn't just a fleeting moment, it's an anchor, a haven. It's where we truly exist, where life happens. While the past is a closed book and the future remains unwritten, the present is our canvas, and every moment offers a fresh brush stroke. Think about it. Have you ever been so engrossed in an activity that you lost track of time? Maybe it was a song that transported you or a conversation that paused the world around you. That's the beauty of being truly present. In those moments, worries fade and we experience life in its purest form. Yet embracing the present isn't merely about feeling good. No, it's all about empowerment. Because in the now we realize a fundamental truth. The only thing we can control is our response to this moment. Not the bygones, not the what-ifs, but the right now. So how do we cultivate this mindfulness, this presence? Start by pausing. Whether it's taking a deep breath before responding or truly listening when someone speaks, these simple acts of awareness pull us back from the chaos and into the moment. And the more we practice, the clearer it becomes that the present isn't just a note. It's the melody in the symphony of life. Do you believe that as soon as we stop caring about what other people think of us, we can become who we truly wish to be? Comment below and be sure to subscribe.